Wait, where's... Alright, I'm back. I'm ready.
Beautiful.
The stream is paused on my end.
Yeah, I don't know why the hell it's doing that. Hold on.
Oh, you minimized the application.
Oh, beautiful. Okay. Shit. I'll figure this out in a second.
Why'd you nuke your Twitter account?
Why did I nuke my Twitter?
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make it more. We're live right now. I'm gonna.
Okay.
No, it's okay. I'm gonna be more friendly and kind on my Twitter, but don't worry. Hello, everybody. First and foremost, by the way, how is everybody? I have Keffals here with me. I'm gonna become more family friendly on Twitter. Not really. The Quartery could still, if he's welcome to come on anytime he'd like to. He's actually going to come on in 20 minutes too, by the way, just to let everyone know.
Finally.
Yes, finally. So, I have to apologize to Keffals too. I am a complete boomer when it comes to Discord.
It's okay.
I had no, like, I use Zoom. I used
Okay,
to.
wait. You can turn your camera on Discord, and then you can be on Discord on the stream.
Why is it not? But my camera was on. What the hell happened? Turn on camera.
You turned it off.
I didn't.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. I swear to you, I'm not this much of a jackass. So, everyone, shout out to Keffals. She's coming on today to talk about the whole fiasco that happened, and we're also going to go over a video that she just made on Ricky Berwick. Now, I talked to Keffel via DM, Keffals, excuse me, and she got it. I explained why, like, talking about meta PCs is kind of because the thing about it is that then you would have to go. Jeremy has a whole bunch of other sponsors. I think that was what the big issue was.
Oh yeah,
And on
he did say in the video about you. Apparently things got. He didn't elaborate, but he said things got hairy with some of his sponsors.
Who said that?
Jeremy in his video about you.
Things got hairy with his sponsors.
He didn't elaborate. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, what's funny is he also allegedly said that, like, Meta PC said that we both came to them to see if we wanted to be sponsored, and they said they laughed at us, which I don't believe him. I don't really think a company would do that, but that was kind of like, wow, that's a weird thing to say. Yeah, he said that Jeremy said in his drunken stream that we both went to them and they said no. They were laughing. I have the video, the live stream that he took down that he said that too. So that was fun. But, so, yeah, we're going over Keffel's new video, how the quartering and Ricky Berwick perform platform hate. And I'm going to kind of pause and have a billion questions. I've watched, like, 2 minutes of this. So.
Oh, yeah. You were there for the stream, but this is just my editor cutting together, like, all of the
I wasn't there for...
bits.
Yeah, I wasn't there for the whole stream, so I wasn't. So
yeah.
If I don't know why,
it's interesting because this is a conversation I've never actually seen people bring up before.
Well, now we're gonna bring it up now, and I'm interested to see what the hell. Like I said, I've seen like a couple minutes of it, so here we go. If I don't see the chat as much, it's because I have to bounce back and forth between windows. So I just want to let everyone know. So my apologies to you, but here we go. I'm sure there's a way I could.
Hello everyone. I've been doing a lot of research and I found a rabbit hole that I think it's important to talk about. The rabbit hole that I'm talking about is how both the quartering and Ricky Berwick directly financially supported a neo-Nazi and indirectly used their platforms to promote Holocaust denial, anti-Semitism, transphobia, and scientific racism. I'm not calling for them to get canceled. I'm not calling for them to get deplatformed. All I want to do is express the facts of the matter. We're gonna have to start from the beginning.
Which I'll say this, Jeremy himself has even tried to deplatform me. So he you're just literally saying that you're putting information out there and you're letting them decide. So here, there's nothing he could cry.
Yeah.
There's nothing he could cry. There's nothing any of them to complain about because everyone's had this done to them. So it's in their court.
This all started, like, I got involved because he made a video about me when I got wrongfully permanently suspended from Twitter. And then he made a video, and in that video he said it was deserved. Because I'm apparently botting my account, which I'm not, and that was not the reason I was suspended. So it's like, he's okay with people getting deplatformed.
If it's not him.
Yeah, as long as it's not him or his friends, he's fine with deplatforming. He has no principled objection to I thought conservatives were like, I don't agree with what you say, but I'll die for your right to say it. I thought that was like part of their ethos.
Oh, he's so full of shit. I've learned that years ago about him. That's why I was never on his train, but I actually was in a video of his back in 2018 talking about Diablo Immortal, and I was like, all right, this guy, I don't agree with all this guy's takes, but at least he seems like he tries to stick to what he talks about. No, he doesn't at all. He is a complete hypocrite who will do the exact opposite of what he says. Rules for thee, not for me. So.
And I'll go over everything. The quartering made 2 videos about me. There were several Twitter slap fights. There's a lot of archived deleted things. He deleted every single tweet that could have got him TOS for being trans.
Yeah, I paused a lot. Did you hear yesterday, though, that he said that he, whatever, he's pro whatever people want to do to their own bodies, even though...
Oh, no. He was lying. He's full of shit.
He's absolutely full of shit.
Because this started because I support transgender youth. I was a transgender youth. I started my transition medically when I was 16 years old, something he doesn't agree with. He would call my parents groomers because they supported me on that. He does not support trans people. Only the trans people he thinks are acceptable.
Yeah, he made sure to purposely misgender you even after that whole like thing where you came on my live stream. I noticed that. And, you know, but then he tries to go on video and he becomes like Dr. Jekyll again. You notice, like he puts this front on for his YouTube audience because they probably don't follow him outside of Twitter, so they do think that he's a victim and that he's balanced and doesn't do any of this shit. That's why I think he's so obsessed with nuking his Twitter like on almost a nightly basis. So he could be like, so he could have these two different personas. But anyway, I'll shut up now. Let's.
Oh yeah. Transphobic towards me, but that's not really something I care about as much as promoting people who engage in Holocaust denial. That is absolutely fucking detestable, and it should be noted. I want to start off by just going over two different segments. Wait, why is one of your mods first saying boo fucking who to me? That's
Remember
weird.
That time she ran a Catboy
Who
ranch
is
and had a
saying
bunch
boo
of
to
her
you?
under 18s?
Vampire
Twitter
Rockstar is
femboys
like
get
people in
collars
Ukraine
with
are
their
dying
name
and
on
you're
it. Sad.
crying because you
Cult
got
stuff
suspended
is
from Twitter.
deleted.
Boo fucking
I want a
who.
collar, get a collar. I gotta get my Catboy Ranch collar.
Really?
Here she is admitting it. Yes, I ran one. Whatever that is, I don't know.
Really?
As you can see, he doesn't really provide any references, but he just accuses me of grooming children into sexual acts. He does it again at 6:17.
It is an interesting, like, position, I think, when you have, like, this person on Twitter who's, I don't know, in their 30s or whatever, pushing, like, DIY hormones to kids.
This is
God,
the
the
thing that
DIY
he's been
thing.
sending around to
Alright.
his audience.
Explain that so
Okay.
it could be put to rest, just like the whole shit with Vosh back in the day.
Okay, so basically, there's a website. It's called the DIY HRT directory. And it's a site that shows you how to access hormone replacement therapy if you can't find a doctor through accessing pharmacies overseas. And the reason that I sponsor it is because a lot of trans people, they can't find access to a doctor. Like, there's not a lot of doctors that will see trans people, especially if you live in rural areas. And then when all these anti-trans laws came out, they started putting age restrictions on when you could transition, going against the medical advice of the World Professional Association of Transgender Health. So there's like a lot of trans teenagers now where it's like they've been transitioning for years, and then Republicans say, okay, you legally can't do that anymore. They're not going to stop transitioning because Republicans said you can't do that. So now they have to source their medication from like Singapore or Indonesia because this is the situation they got pushed into. So I sponsored this website because I wanted them to have money so they could keep doing this. It's important for the trans community. This got turned into I am giving illegal drugs to children, which it's like, no, I'm just giving money to a website where they provide information.
Well, yeah, all he cares about is making you look bad, even if it's damaging what his message is. That's all he really gives a shit about. It doesn't matter. He just wants to win, even if it makes you wrongfully look awful. That's all. I've proven that with myself. That's all he's concerned about.
Oh yeah, they also said in chat you should turn the video up. It's apparently
Very low. Sorry, guys. Oh, I know why it's low.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. It should be louder now. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I gotta look.
Thing to note, yes,
open the
I
chat on my
sponsor the DIY HRT hub. I pay the money every month in order to push DIY HRT into more mainstream appeal. Because a lot of trans people live in red states where, despite medical evidence that it is okay to transition as a minor, I myself transitioned as a minor. They have made it illegal because of radical anti-trans ideology. I believe that in these circumstances, it is absolutely okay to promote these things. If they cared so much, they wouldn't make it illegal. This is part of an active genocide against trans people. The suicide rates skyrocket once you take away the ability for trans people to seek gender-affirming care. I do not regret what I'm doing, and it is being purposely...
Yeah, but who gives a shit about science and evidence, though? It's all about...
Absolutely, they don't.
They don't give a shit. It's all about just pushing an agenda, and who cares who gets... You know, that's what I always find funny. Like I said when Roe versus Wade got overturned, you know, they're all concerned about being pro-life while someone's still in the womb, but as soon as they get out, they don't care about them having health care. So you don't really care about being someone pro-life if they could get out and drop dead because they don't have health insurance. It's the same
absolutely
thing. It's the same thing, and you know, you put common sense in their faces, and then they freak out, and it becomes about whataboutisms.
Yeah, like
What's up? Sorry.
Oh no, never mind. Your chat's full of like people like trying to be shitty to me, but it's okay. I'm just gonna ignore them.
Yeah, ignore them. I'm sure they saw the name and they flew in here, and
this is just something I'm used to happening. They keep saying you should be at least 18, but it's like, that's a feeling. That's not based on any facts or evidence. Like every national and international medical body agrees with trans people being able to transition under the age of 18. There's literally no reason to force people to wait if doctors are saying that's not something that trans people should be forced to do.
And don't you have to go through a very like rigid psychological makeup first before they don't just do it, right? It's not just something that they
I had to see like several psychiatrists, and then I had to see an endocrinologist, and I had to do blood tests, and I was monitored for like years. Like I still have to do blood tests like 11 years later. It's not something that people just do all willy-nilly.
Yeah, it's not like you're like going in someone's backyard to pick up drugs and that's it, and then that's how it happens. It's amazing.
They make it sound like that. It's crazy.
They do. They make it sound like you're in an alley somewhere handing out a bunch of fucking needles of hormones and being like, have at it. But anyway,
in order to attack me. So that's the context. And the thing that you need to understand about this, especially, there are two definitions for the word groomer. The practice of brushing, cleaning the coat of a horse, dog, or other animal. Or the action by a pedophile of preparing a child for a meeting, especially via an internet chat room. There are two definitions. There is no definition of groomer that means you are supporting trans youth.
Really totally off topic, very important thing. They're saying, why haven't I farted in front of you yet? There's a very simple reason. I don't have gas yet. She doesn't get any special... Come on. Yes, I had to hit the applause, too. I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. Let's continue.
He called me a pedophile. That is what started this entire thing. And look, you can say to me that, oh, he was just reading other people's quotes. He didn't actually call me a groomer. Well, hold on one second. If that's something you think. I win, you lose badly. Ha ha ha, thanks for this. I still believe you are a groomer. He called me a groomer king.
Here's Mr. Hyde again. He did this to me yesterday too, where he's saying, why don't you try to get custody back to your kids? Or no, he retweeted the video I had about him, which I will re-upload to my Scorched Earth Twitter, by the way. Where he said, why don't you go take care of your kids again, making it like I don't have custody, even though that's factually not true. But, you know, he's all about the truth, the quartering.
Yeah. Once again, called me a groomer. He called me a groomer, 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 called me a groomer. He called me a groomer like 20 or more times on Twitter. To call someone a groomer is to call them a pedophile. That's just the truth. The idea is to literally associate trans people with pedophiles. And you'll see why in his newest video, why I took the actions that I did. Jeremy, after deciding to drop the mask, started calling me a man, started saying he would only debate women. He wouldn't give me a chance to defend myself against getting called a pedophile to an audience of 1.3 million.
That's exactly.
The interesting thing was that during this entire debacle, on the 3rd, he sent me a DM. He said, wish you the best, nothing personal, hope you make tons of cash, I don't do stream/debates.
He's such a fucking gaslighter. Holy shit. Why can't he do streams and debates? Why can't you, Jeremy?
He dropped the grift. If he thought I was grooming minors and abusing children, why would he send me a DM that says, wish you the best? The only reason he would do that is admitting that this is all a grift. This is all just content to him. That's all it is. He stands for nothing. He just wants money. That's why he shills his coffee so much. This is the context. And you'll see when I start the video why this is relevant. In the most recent video that the Quartering made, he brings up this tweet and he only addresses this tweet. Like I said, I am an aggressive feminist. When I share my platform, it will be with a woman. He deleted all 4 of these tweets. The tweet where he said...
He always deletes them. Because that's it. He does the same thing. I don't know how much you know. Do you know anything about Quantum TV, Keffals?
I don't.
Well, he's Jeremy, except slightly more insane. And he did the same thing. He would say a bunch of off-the-wall shit that he knows would bite him in the ass, and then he deletes everything and then says, how do you know that I put it up there? Like, he literally said the LGBTQ community should be shot dead. They should be Pulse nightclubbed, this guy. And he deleted it, and he said, those tweets weren't by me. You didn't see me type them. He literally said that. On multiple occasions. So
Jesus Christ.
Now, Jeremy hasn't gone that far. Like I said, I would never... as far as I know, he hasn't wished death on anybody. But it's similar patterns. But let's continue. You'll have to go look down that rabbit hole. It'll be entertaining for your streams.
Oh, I love these rabbit holes.
Yeah, because he's... Quantum TV is kind of Jeremy on steroids, even though he has a smaller following.
Penis, the tweet where he said he only debated women, the tweet where he only used he, him pronouns and called me a dude, because he knows that misgendering and dead naming are against the terms of service, and he could lose his account by engaging in this kind of bigotry. I am all okay with slap fights.
Oh,
but
absolutely.
This got into the realm.
He would do
of
like a
outright
Jordan
bigotry.
Peterson
It
style
started
video.
with outright bigotry.
Yep, and he would use it to make money.
By accusing a trans person of being a pedophile because they support the youngest and most vulnerable people in their community. So enter Ricky. So Ricky saw me calling out Meta PCs and decided to quote tweet it saying use code tongue at Meta PCs. Seeing all of the
people are very mad about the Ricky Berwick thing. They're very mad at me for this, but it's like I didn't say anything fallacious or wrong.
Like, look, man, I hold the L for, like, going directly at Meta PCs. It's something I've never done before, because here's the thing. If a sponsor wants to drop someone, I've literally had people leave one email where and they'll drop you. So I get that, but at the same time, it's just weird that you're seeing this, what Jeremy's doing, and you're retweeting to use a rebate code with those tweets.
Oh, absolutely. It's like you're seeing him be a fucking bigot to me, and your response is, use my discount code, give me money, please.
Yeah, like, dude, I'm sorry. Like, if you think I'm a cuck for saying that's a bad look, then I'm the biggest cuck on the planet, but that's not a good look. Like, if I saw those tweets and I had a company or was affiliated with a company, like, I wouldn't bring, like, I won't say a name of a company I work with. Like, hey, guys, here's a discount code with these horrible things that someone's writing. Use my code. It just baffles me that, like, people are like, yeah, that's okay. It's just a joke.
OS tweets and basically shrugging it off. And I was really confused because a lot of people I knew really liked Ricky. And I was like, why is he obviously downplaying bigotry against the trans community? I mean, there's a few reasons. The first most obvious reason is how invested he is. Like, for instance, being on the billboard for Meta PC. He's like a...
All right, I'm going to pause. Does he, like, own the company? Is he, like, in a... Like
he said in a video he owns the company, yes.
No wonder why he freaked out, but let's continue.
Absolutely.
I didn't realize this motherfucker's on
also,
billboards.
he purchases coffee brand coffee. He has a business relationship with Jeremy.
Wait, so he's making money off of coffee brand coffee, too?
I don't know if he's making money off coffee brand coffee, but I did find out that the email... Well, let me confirm this.
Okay.
Meta PC is quartering.
I'm keeping tabs on my phone of people who are being assholes, by the way, and I'm not.
Oh yeah, it's okay. I'm just gonna ignore it. This is unfortunately. People love to say I play the victim, but like look at any reply section or any chat of any live stream that I go on and see the kind of shit that gets thrown at me. And you'll see it's like, this is just something you can expect if you become a trans person who gets like any sort of online platform.
Oh, of course.
Oh, Ricky Berwick's in chat. I don't own Meta PCs and he gave me free coffee. Okay. You said it was your company in a video. But I guess we should just continue.
Yeah.
Hi, Ricky.
What's up, Ricky?
Big name for this brand. So regardless of the bigotry, this is all about his wallet. This is all about the bottom line because he has no principles. Ricky reached out to me. You want to be sponsored? I'm thinking a rivalry between you and the quartering, but instead of this toxic drama, you just fuck each other up by throwing computers at each other. Let me know, I'll make the contract up. I just said I'm 100% down because it sounded like a joke. He said, this is a joke. I have no control, not with these hands. You both need to chill though, goddamn. And I just said, tell him to stop calling me a man. This isn't drama, it's bigotry. I literally do not care if Meta gets hit if people aren't willing to rein in this shit. And his response was, this shit is the internet. You tell people not to do something, they are going to do the opposite. And this shit is drama. You shouldn't care what other people say or think about you, ever. Real world or internet.
Yeah, people are going to do the opposite. I agree with that part. But
yeah.
At the same time, when you have Jeremy's tweets like that, you shouldn't put out a discount code. If you want me to be the objective person here, you know.
I agree. But I feel like there's a difference between like just sitting down and taking this when it's a bunch of like really small accounts that hold no like sway. But when it's someone with 1.2 million subscribers who's signaling to his audience, this is an acceptable way to treat trans people, that's different.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm saying. And then you tweet out a discount code with those tweets. It's not.
He made Keffals groom a discount code for his coffee.
Keffals grooms a discount code for the coffee? Are you kidding?
Yes, I'm not kidding. That's actually, I don't know if it was just him baiting me or not, but he put out a tweet where it says like, use code Keffals groom.
I wish there was a way we could verify that was an actual code, because if he did, that is absolutely insane. But let's continue.
Okay.
Fundamentally misunderstood what Ricky was doing because I thought he was a good guy, and I just said based Ricky, and his response was this.
Let's not attack Meta PCs here. It's Jeremy. Jeremy's the one you want, okay? Not this company, not my company. Swear to fucking God, Keffals. Swear to fucking God.
I just said, I don't hate Meta, I just hate Jeremy. Hope all the best for you, Ricky. And this is his response.
We can all hate Jeremy, like coffee brand coffee. Fuck that shit. But don't bring brands into this, alright? Don't do that. It's not.
If I bet you Jeremy sent him like a gift box. I don't know if he's actually sponsored by them, but I'm just trying to be as balanced here as possible, but it was interesting that he had the coffee.
It's not cool.
I do not give a single shit. If I see bigotry, I call it out. When I saw this and when I saw the DMs, I decided to do some digging. And I'll show you what I found. This is Ricky Berwick promoting Flirk NFTs, which, by the way, if you see the quartering follows Flirk NFTs, the official StoneToss NFT. And I'll get into this in a second.
Featuring the Ricky
This is where it gets really wild.
Yeah, because there's two things here. On one side, I used to follow Gavin McGinnis, and he's a piece of
the
shit.
Proud Boy leader?
Yeah, because he was just a fucking train wreck, and then he got banned from Twitter and the whole nine. But like my point being is that sometimes I follow people that are train wrecks, but this is a step different because they actually work together on something. It isn't that he's just following someone on Twitter.
Right.
This is my NFT. I own it. Nobody else does.
So at the time, he got some pushback, but not a lot of pushback. But I found it interesting finding out what some of the pushback was. And this goes back to November 2021.
And I'm going to say something real like, oh, Rich, who cares that what he was associated with in the past? Man, there was one time I had a sponsor it was a fake sponsor who was trying to help me with trolling, because this is before I learned to not feed the trolls. Some of the same people in the same camps that are here were like, oh, you were affiliated with criminals and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I didn't know anything about these guys. They just said they would help me with trolling. So if you can hold me to account for just guilty by association, what's different with anybody else? You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
And they were sponsored. It wasn't that Ricky was just following somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the thing, and it's like I couldn't find any information, but I found, like, going back, you know, there were multiple big content creators who were sponsoring Flurk's NFTs. And some of them I didn't know about. I don't know who Kiwi the Small was. I saw Jeremy was, like, doing ads for them. I saw Ricky was, like, posting his NFT and StoneTosses in the replies. But I think it's, like, people who don't know about StoneToss, and it gets into it in the video, like, it's at a point where it's, like, completely indefensible.
Yeah,
Why I don't understand why people not only would associate with him, but have no pushback and be okay with his audience mingling with anyone else's.
And I've seen some of his stuff, and do you have it here too?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Because I've seen it, and I was like, oh boy.
In November 2021, one Flurk NFT was worth about $250 US. They sold out of Flurk NFTs in the first 22 minutes of launch. Thousands of dollars was made off of this.
And Ricky, I'll say this too. I know you're still there. Like, my whole Meta PCs tweet, because like I said to Keffals, then that means that I should have, first off, I never did that before, and I hate that I did it, because if nothing else, Jeremy can now use that as a weapon against me because, oh, look, you went after one of my sponsors. But on the flip side, too, hate to say it, Keemstar brought up a good point. Then I would have to go after every single person that's associated with him. And that just gets ridiculous at that point. So I get it. But it doesn't mean that people can't criticize people and then a company can make their own judgment from there. You get what I'm saying, Ricky? You know, I like to going at them on Twitter. I wouldn't have done that. It was I will call it a big L that I'll take. But in terms of, man, like, hey, sponsors have chosen with me with information that was put out there about me before. It's just how it is, you know. And I've lost sponsors, and I'm sure in the future I'll lose some too. I bet you right now it's going to be something that happens very soon.
Ricky Berwick, and I'll show you the Quartering's involvement as well, used their platforms that were much larger than StoneToss's platform to help him make money and to help platform him when he uses his platform for Holocaust denial, anti-Semitism, scientific racism, transphobia, great replacement theory. He's a Nazi. This isn't like an exaggeration. He is a neo-Nazi. You know StoneToss is a Nazi, and this was Ricky's response.
I don't think you know what a Nazi is. It's not someone who tells jokes, alright?
That was Ricky's response about StoneToss, denying that StoneToss is a Nazi. So let me bring up more and show you how bad this is. This is a StoneToss comic. Of course, white privilege exists. Just look at all these white billionaires. Yeah. One of the StoneToss characters looks at the portrait, squints, and then sees a Star of David on his neck. And you may be thinking to yourself,
gee, I
this
wonder
is
what
fucked
that
up.
means.
However, this is one of the more tame StoneToss comics. So in the next comic, so the top comic shows two dogs. Dad, why do dogs look so different? And the dad's...
This is scientific racism, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is like the basis of Nazi eugenics. The idea that white people are genetically superior to other races.
Oh my God.
says, because of their breed, son. Why are some so big and some so small? Their genes, of course. And why are some clever and not others? And he responds, purely economic factors. So the joke here is that
people are asking which one of me is on the space, and it's the one that's not in the video.
I know, it's like Keffalsception. I've done this before, guys. I'm sorry. I suck at this shit. But yeah, I know. It's like, I've even done my own videos where it's like two of me and people are getting confused. My apologies.
establishment in their like fucked up mindset. They refuse to acknowledge that the world is governed by biology. That's what these Nazis believe, right? Because they believe in scientific racism. Scientific racism, sometimes termed biological racism, is the pseudo-scientific belief that empirical evidence exists to support or justify.
Who's not giving Ricky a platform to defend himself? He could absolutely come on a stream and defend himself.
Wait, he can totally come on. Yeah, I'm totally okay with him coming on if he wants to.
Yeah, you could come on, Ricky, if you want. And I'm sure, Ricky, he does it for shock value, but this is like...
I don't think he does it for shock value.
Yeah,
and also, even if he did, why is that acceptable?
Yeah, that's like, dude...
How is it funny? What's the joke?
Yeah, I get... You know, I get shirtless and kiss birds, but I don't go into scientific racism on my streams and try to make it like it's, you know, use it to be edgy and hint that it's okay. You know what I mean? But anyway, let's continue.
Racism, racial inferiority or racial superiority. That is what it is. It was a commentary on scientific racism and the superiority of white people. And you may be wondering, like, how do Nazis come into this? The Nazi Party and its sympathizers published many books on scientific racism, seizing on eugenicist and anti-Semitic ideas with which they were widely associated. Scientific racism is one of the cornerstones of Nazi ideology, in fact. The supremacy of the Aryan race and the inferiority of the other races, Native people, of Slavic people, of Jewish people. That is what they believe, and that's what the comic was about. Going back onto anti-Semitism, you may...
For everyone who's saying this is cringe, I need to make it abundantly clear so people I have had sponsors drop me from one email, you know, and it's not that I'm looking to get anybody dropped. If Meta PCs, whoever they want to sponsor, they could sponsor. But if something small, like an email about a lie, like, let the sponsor choose. This is what's out there, you know. Just like people have said to me before, next time maybe you should look into people more before you work with them. Just like I fucked up and didn't look into people more before I worked with them, and I dealt with consequences for it. Not saying you should even deal with consequences, but I'm just saying this is just being put out there, just like shit was put out there about me.
I see Ricky wants to join the call. Can we finish watching the video before the Ricky join? Because I want all my evidence presented before Ricky gives a rebuttal.
Sure, absolutely, 100% he could come on without a question. I'll give him the link. Like, it'll probably literally be like 20 minutes, Ricky. Or that's not the meme with the quartering. So, anyway.
Be wondering, okay, we talked about StoneToss's belief in scientific racism. We talked about StoneToss's anti-Semitic beliefs. However, let's get into the Holocaust denial that StoneToss promotes. Don't let the man control you, just open your mind. The StoneToss man thinks and then says, honestly, it seems more likely that prisoners died from insufficient supply lines in a war-torn Germany rather than enough delousing chemicals to gas 6 million and then it like cuts off before it says Jews. And then the hippie covers his mouth and says,
like, why would you even make a... why would you make a joke about, the Holocaust never existed, but on bump?
Yeah, why is that? The only way that's funny is if you think Nazi jokes are funny.
Like, where does... oh, my God. Okay. All right. That's, you know, I'm slapping my knee right now in my head.
Yeah.
Shut up. This is the kind of content that StoneToss puts out into the world. And this is the kind of content that Ricky Berwick and the Quartering were promoting when they started promoting and helping him profit off of...
Yes, you are absolutely... I'm going to have Ricky on after the video. You guys could ask... You could ask...
The thing is, though, and I've been getting this all day, people are like, I do not want to watch the video, but I do want to defend Ricky. And I would like people to see all the evidence before going to it, because then you're not actually listening to me. You're not, and I'm sourcing everything. This is all real. This is the thing that happened. I never said anything really inflammatory about Ricky that isn't just me showing things he's done or people he's supported.
Ricky said he cannot wait. Why can't he wait for another 17 minutes? If he can't wait, then he could definitely come on another stream. I'm not trying to keep him off of here with 100%. He's more than welcome to come on.
Of the Flork NFT project. And that's not even the only Holocaust denial comic. Like in this one, the guy's watching history.
Yeah, dude, I'll definitely, believe me, I'm not trying not to have you on. 150, I'm not pulling a Jeremy.
Channel. Bro, can you believe people still deny genocides like this? Well, folks are already denying the mass killings of white South Africans today, which the mass killings of white South Africans today is another like fascist dog whistle, but that's something I know less about, so I'm not going to get into it. Bro, you read too many internet conspiracies, and then it says History Channel, up next, Ancient Aliens. Now, aside from obviously espousing Nazi rhetoric, Holocaust denial, scientific racism, there's a lot more. A lot more that I'm not even going.
If someone says, okay, victim, are you talking to Jeremy or are you talking to Keffals? Because if there's someone who plays a victim the most here, it's definitely someone with a beard, and it's not me.
I'm going to link a video that was done by Thought Slime if you want to know more, because the deep dive on StoneToss could take hours, to be honest. Of course, obviously, StoneToss is involved in spreading transphobic jokes. Because why wouldn't he be? He sees people like me as a degenerate. Commander, our transgender battalion needs reinforcements. What? Nobody has engaged the enemy yet. What's wrong? They've already taken 40% casualties, which is obviously a 41% joke. And here's another one. How do trans folk go to work? Same as you, bigot. First we put on a dress shirt, then we grab a necktie, and the necktie in this comic is a noose. Once again, another joke referencing the high suicide rate. How do you defend this?
Yeah, how is that funny?
I don't understand.
How is insinuating that someone wants to, whether you're saying that they want to kill themselves or they should, either way is an awful look. Like, I don't know, man. If you're okay with this, then we are in a good fit.
I keep saying joke, but it's fucking repugnant. It's not a joke. I've already shown Ricky's involvement. I'm sure there are other people who got involved in this and decided to sponsor and promote fascist ideology indirectly because they are boosting StoneToss by doing this. They're directing their followers to
one of my favorite people are in the chat.
StoneToss. They're saying that he is okay enough that they will accept money from StoneToss and they will help shill StoneToss NFTs. Now you're wondering, like, how does the quartering fall into the StoneToss thing? So there's two things to note about this. The first thing to note is that the quartering follows Flurk's NFTs on Twitter. The second thing to know, the quartering was used.
Which again, I will die on that hill. There are many people, if you've seen some of the people that I would follow, you would think I am the Antichrist. So that alone, to me, I will say is not damning enough. Like, I follow a whole bunch of shit people because they're just train wrecks and I want to follow them. But beyond that is where I have issues. So let's continue again.
Used to advertise StoneToss NFTs. He used his platform and his clout to indirectly push fascist ideology. He did this.
Oh, look, I gave you bits.
That I am negative and I'm gonna live forever. I mean, heart disease will probably get me.
Me too, Jeremy. Don't feel bad.
So both Ricky Berwick and Jeremy Hambley, known as the Quartering, use their platforms to support fascists, to give money to fascists, to boost fascist platforms, to direct their followers to this fascist who uses his platform to deny the Holocaust, to spread discriminatory propaganda against trans people, against gay people, against black people, even against disabled people. I want to show you how Ricky responded to this. When I called out Ricky for his association with StoneToss, this is how he responded. He just gave me a Joker laugh. And that was his response. He used his platform to literally push Holocaust denial, and the response to that is a Joker laugh. Ricky Berwick, are you friends with StoneToss? Do you like him?
I know him. I spoke to him. I memed with him. But I don't think we're friends.
I honestly think that what Ricky did is worse than being friends with him, because Ricky shared his platform with him, and Ricky has a huge following of teenagers on TikTok
Ricky, you
that
still
have
here?
absolutely
Ricky, if you're still here, DM me your Discord,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll add you.
no idea about any of this. A lot of really impressionable youth who are getting funneled towards fascists because Ricky only cares about the bottom line, which is money. That's it. People don't bring this up. And I think more people should be bringing it up. It's fucking repugnant, and it means that they are willing to throw so many marginalized groups under the bus if it means that they make a quick buck. I don't want to see marginalized people get thrown under the bus, because I know what it's like to be thrown under the bus. Now I've gone over like all of the connections to StoneToss. I've gone over most of the stuff with Ricky. So I want to go over his newest video and address the things that he has said about me.
In terms of going after, you know, someone's sponsors between YouTubers, I don't know if it's like this on Twitch. I certainly would hope so. But on YouTube...
Gaming politician, I 100% agree.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he didn't think it through. Do I think that Ricky is like some evil fucking...
Oh yeah.
He
I mean, I started this video off by saying I'm not trying to cancel anyone. I'm just like, I'm presenting facts of the matter. That's...
Yeah, I don't think that Ricky was like, you know, I don't think this was like a devious plan by him. So if anyone out there is getting that impression, that is not what I think. I don't think that's what Keffals thinks either. But let's continue. I mean, I want to put words in your mouth, if that you could, you know.
No matter how bad a beef gets or how many back and forths, you know, happen, it's always, regardless.
Oh my god. Not only is he straight up lying, he's victimizing himself for sympathy. He's literally...
Which, I held it. I fucked up. But the thing about him is that I know the one sponsor. He's done it to other people's sponsors too. I don't have the evidence to. I wish I did. But he's done this on a few occasions. So the fact that he's sitting here on a soapbox right now, making it like, yeah, it's one thing you don't do. I'm like, bro, you just did it about a year ago. At least. And there was other times I know he's done it too. So it's unreal that he could... Rules for thee, not for me, and everyone believes him. That's the part that amazes me the most.
Crying about the shit that he started. If you go back to his original video, for instance, that he did of me, this part, which I think I forgot to cover.
Well, maybe you should have thought of that before you know, had loads of
DM
bots,
Ricky.
and you spent all day
Sure.
trying to dogpile people. Something.
So here's the thing. In this exact moment, Jeremy admitted he does not care about deplatforming, because he just said, well, if you didn't want to get deplatformed, you shouldn't have done this thing that I just completely made up. So I think that's important, because if he's willing to cheer on me getting deplatformed, how the fuck does he have a leg to stand on if I go after his sponsors
Really?
for being a bigot? The difference is he actually did something wrong, whereas the accusations he has of me, he just fucking made up.
Side people are on, it's always viewed as just bad form to go after someone's sponsor.
I think this is so telling, because do you remember the tweet, the DM I showed you earlier, where he said, no hard feelings, I don't do stream/debate content, hope you make lots of money. That's why he's saying this is bad form, because to him, this is a back and forth. It's a drama for clicks and views, and is not about minorities getting discriminated against. And if you try to bring this up in these circles, they say you're using the trans shield. And it's like, no, I never did this until he decided to actually start being incredibly bigoted towards me. Then I decided to tag his sponsors. Jeremy has actually done this before. He's gone after someone else's sponsors. This isn't out of the things that he's willing to do. He had 4...
Yes, and I will say, well, Rich, you have been like, yeah, this is the only evidence that I have. I'm just saying I have seen and heard that Jeremy has gone after other sponsors. But do I have the evidence? No, absolutely I don't. I'm not going to make it like I do. If I did, I would put it forward. That's why, you know, if I had more evidence of him doing this to other sponsors, I'd make a fucking video on it, because he's a hypocritical clown.
Different tweets going after someone's sponsors. How is this completely unspeakable if he's willing to do it?
spreading lies, faking DMs, faking tweets from me.
I'll get onto the faking tweets thing in a second.
So last night, Rick over at ReviewTech, who has this weird axe to grind with me, like I literally don't.
I missed that he used to call me Ricardo, but let's continue.
He called you Ricardo? Why?
I don't know. He's the only person. And I didn't find it like annoying. I just found it funny. I'm like, dude, the last person who called me that was my 9th grade Spanish teacher, there, champ. But okay.
He asked to come on my channel about 1,000 times last night because he wanted to show me what a master debater he was. And he brought this other individual with him. It was an hilarious. If you were on my live stream last night, it was one of the most.
Oh, it was hilarious because I have the entire live stream and you looked like a complete clown because you muted us and you panicked. And I showed both sides of it because I had my side where I was with Keffals and I had your side from your deleted stream that someone was kind enough to send me. But to him, that's a win somehow.
Oh yeah, I have the clips too because I was streaming that situation.
If shitting your pants is winning, then yeah, he's on the top of the list.
Hilarious self-owns that's ever happened.
I just want to say, like, if I can, like, to your fans in the chat, like, yeah, your chat, Rick, it's being brigaded right now. And it's like, yeah, people are gonna say a lot of crazy shit. There's a lot of people who hate me. I've provided evidence for every single claim that I've made throughout this entire video. So anyone who says otherwise is being purposefully bad faith and trying to attack my character because it's like, you attack my character. You don't have to listen to my claims no matter how much evidence I bring up.
Oh, cool, I'm RTU stream, so if I see anyone losing their fucking minds, they're gonna get banned. I thought it was ReviewTechUSA and I couldn't ban people on the second account, so I'll look around and have some fun. And usually I don't ban people, but I'm gonna look at what they're saying.
Essentially,
I have the clip because he's not willing to post the clip. It makes him look humiliating.
And it was embarrassing for him.
Embarrassing. All right, let me pull up the clip and show you what actually happened that night. Rich, ReviewTechUSA, when he got onto...
And that wasn't for everyone out there who thinks that me and Keffals had like some evil plan. She like literally at the final second said, yo, hit me up with a link. When he was already fucking talking over me, and I'm like, absolutely, he's just sitting here preaching to me anyway, which I showed. And then that was his excuse to get out of the conversation, which I don't think he was really going to let me talk anyway if anyone watched the whole thing.
Jeremy's stream gave me a link to the Discord they were talking in. So I joined the conversation.
They're judging you like to take that position where you make fun of DSP or Boogie, which I understand completely. But
oh, hey, Jeremy.
Like, hey! You have a million.
I actually like DSP and Boogie.
So
he didn't even say anything. He literally just muted me right there. I said, hi, Jeremy, and he muted.
Subscribers. Hey! And you have done absolutely...
I think there was one other time our voices came up for like 3 seconds, but that was it. Yeah, he muted.
Absolutely nothing with your life. It's so pathetic that
Jeremy,
you have shared a link. You have come on to
yeah, breaking news. Jeremy has a ring cam in my house, so I guess he could see what I'm doing.
my
Hey,
live
Jeremy,
stream.
pause.
You have come onto my live stream and you have shared the link with a pathetic loser. You are both huge pathetic losers. You've shared the link with the sponsor attacking loser that is Keffals.
I do love this, and just bearing his fucking soul, that at the end of the day, all he cares about is his fucking money. He can misgender me and be bigoted as much as he wants, and he can tell his audience that it's okay to call me a pedophile, to engage in this life ruination against me. That's completely okay. However, if
And pause too before everyone goes, oh, she's being a victim. This is the same guy that said that me live streaming and roasting him was like criminal. He literally said that. So before anyone makes it like he's some tough guy, he cries every time I talk about him. And it doesn't matter if I talk about him once in 6 months or once every 6 days. He cries. So everyone making it like she's being a victim when he is the biggest victim on the planet needs to stop.
if you tag his sponsors, that's crossing the line. It's totally crossing the line if Raid Shadow Legends doesn't want to work with you again.
Whose life couldn't be worse. literally couldn't be worse. You and Keffals are sitting in my fucking Discord DM right now listening to this. You will never be able to speak on my channel because you're both fucking pathetic.
It's
Oh no, we won't be able to spit. Dude, I said you could come on my channel, and I said I'll turn off super chats. It is what it is. If Keffals scares you, I'll keep her away. But anyway.
It's really funny that he compared it to the Sam Cedar, Ethan Klein thing for a lot of reasons, but like mostly he didn't give me a fucking word. Whereas in the thing that happened with Ethan Klein and Sam Cedar, let's look at the time frame. It starts at 10:42. It doesn't end until like the 18-minute mark. Like, comparing the situation, at least Steven Crowder was willing to fucking duke it out for 8 minutes before he decided to bail, whereas Jeremy gave me 2 words. Like, at least Steven Crowder tried, so I feel like it's incredibly, you know, it's a way to inflate his ego to compare himself to Steven Crowder, because he managed to actually be more pathetic than Steven Crowder. But going back to the video, because we still have a lot to cover.
You know, and let me show you what I mean about being in good faith, right? This is one of the people's, you know, again, I'm not going to produce a video that's like, I'm getting threats on my life, but...
Except he's absolutely going to produce a video saying that he's getting threats on his life, which is what he's doing right here.
Right, yeah.
Except he's going to absolutely do that because they love calling other people out for playing the victim, but they will absolutely do the same thing, which that's not okay. I wouldn't post art like that. But really? Really?
This is like this person's followers, right? They sent all sorts of vile stuff to me, right?
Yeah, because his followers never sent anything vile. They're all saints.
Okay. Then they went after my sponsors, which I'm going to show you hilariously backfired too.
So going on to that, he didn't show something that he obviously should have shown, and the reason why is because he wanted to make me look bad. So this was my reaction. I quote tweeted him and said, if this is someone from my community, this isn't behavior that I condone. The quartering is a pathetic...
Yeah, this I definitely miss. Of course he did that. This is what I'm saying about this guy.
Oh yeah.
And then, like, if this is okay to you, I don't care that I lose subscribers when I talk about him, because I was going to lose you anyway, because I'm going to call anybody out who does shit like this, who's a fucking manipulator. And if you like a certain manipulator, I don't care. All right, I'll get off. All right, I'll shut the fuck up now. Let's go.
It's okay. Piece of shit.
The reason I stopped talking as much is because, like, Ricky said he wanted to come on the stream, so I figured get through the video.
Get through a video quicker. I know.
You
Yeah.
don't need to
Sorry,
post
Ricky.
stuff like this to make fun of him. Don't do things like this. And then I found the tweet. People really do blame Keffals for everything. I did this completely on my own. It had nothing to do with her. And because I was bored, I literally don't care that much for Keffals. I watch her streams. That's it. It's pretty disgusting. You'd imply that I was groomed by her. GTFO. So he wasn't willing to even show that I disavow that kind of behavior. I absolutely disavow that kind of behavior. We don't need to engage in that kind of shit. So the next part's really funny.
Same person, right? Who kept putting out DMs from me, allegedly, right? Allegedly DMs from me that were saying certain things to rile up their viewers and get them to come.
And this is what I said, like, yeah, because you were doing it in a nefarious way, so you publicly showed that you were trying to make fake tweets on stream that obviously were fake.
Oh yeah, I was doing that in front of like 1,300 people.
Yeah, he's making it like you were doing it to hide, and then he's saying that's a TOS, like, you were purposely...
It's not.
Oh my god, man. Jeremy, you're such an alpha male, dude. How can I be like you?
And it's like, I only started doing that because he refused to let me defend myself after he called me a pedophile in front of a really big audience. It's like, why am I held to this higher standard when he gets away with that shit?
Because his audience just wants him to say what they want to. They just want to hear what he says, and that's it. That's all they care about. They don't care about evidence.
My account to spread hate, to go after my sponsors, all of these things. And here that person is literally caught on stream faking the DM.
Can someone just like send me like exactly what my fake DM said?
What you see on the right here is an inspect element. It's very basic. It's really easy to fake tweets and fake DMs. But they
So the thing is with this, I did this in front of 1,300 viewers. If I actually wanted to fake a tweet, I would not be live when I'm doing it. The entire thing.
Wow, I had no idea.
Yeah.
He was so hell-bent on that was like some damning evidence against you. And it was like,
I know, right?
it's like I said to my audience, it was like, yeah, hey, it's like calling the fucking bank first before you rob them. Like you wouldn't do that. It doesn't make sense.
Thing was an extended bit. Like when I kept saying the quartering will be on the stream in 20 minutes, it's all just an in-joke. This was done in order to goad him and make fun of him. And I think if you're willing to use your massive platform to spread lies about me that I'm a pedophile, you can fucking man up and handle me making some.
Yeah, I'm going through this chat and seeing what mods wrote later and what happened here, and there's going to be a lot of people who end up probably losing mod status, but let's continue.
Fake tweets about you.
On Twitch, by the way, which is a terms of service violation.
It's absolutely not a TOS violation. He's just upset because he's powerless to do anything about it. For someone who's so against deplatforming, he sure talks a lot about deplatforming.
Because he's not.
Going on.
Oh, yeah.
They think they're
Absolutely.
really clever.
He's full of shit.
I absolutely don't. I was live when this happened in front of more than 1,000 people.
All right, I gotta say something because I'm so tired of seeing this is childish internet shit. Just get along. There has always been personalities even before the internet existed that did this. I don't understand why everyone thinks that we all have to fucking hold hands, fart together, and sing Kumbaya. We don't need to. If it makes you uncomfortable that another content creator that you watch, I'm not a fan of, doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Pat or the quartering, I don't know what to tell you, but it's never going to happen. But let's continue. Sorry.
By the way, the DM in that clip that I changed, I made it say, I'm gay and I eat poop. That is what he is soy raging about.
I didn't see this part either. That's all it was? That's all it was?
In that specific video, that was what the fake DM said, yes.
Oh my god. Okay, alright. I know Ricky wants to come on. I'll stop now.
Okay. Currently.
But then they took this fake DM that they generated live on stream, an obvious violation of Twitch terms of service.
How much, guys who have been here for OGs, and I swear I'll stop pausing, how much every day more so does Jeremy remind you of Quantum TV? How much?
Then put it out online and sent their viewers to harass me all night long about how I said I was going to be on stream and I never went on stream.
Oh no, poor Jeremy. This little poor baby who called me a pedophile in front of 1.2 million people. I'm so sad for you. I have so much sympathy for you. Poor little child.
They also said this. Quote, the scum of the earth might call me a groomer for it, but if a minor approaches me and asks me how to transition, I'm going to point
Ricky, here is your pause. We're almost done, dude. It's not even there's 4 minutes left.
Resources to help them do it. I'm going to transgender
What
your
is the
children.
issue?
Try and stop me.
The problem with
he's
this
just fucking around,
is
I
that
think.
these fucking cretins believe that being trans is a social contagion. They believe that I am turning people trans and not these people are already trans and I'm just pointing them to resources so they can help themselves. I am not literally like going to these children and being like, all right, here's your hormones.
I wouldn't even know who this person is
Yeah, you're dragging it to
if
the
it
back
weren't
of
for
the
their
house.
obsession with me.
I wouldn't even know who this person is if it wasn't for their obsession with me. He started this. He made a video after I got wrongfully banned from Twitter. And now he's claiming
That's how he farms content. He starts shit, then he gets into a spat, then he uses it as content to make himself look like a victim and to farm and to get sales for his fucking coffee or whatever the hell he's selling. That's exactly what he does.
I started this by being obsessed with him.
They put tweet, like I said, and I'm aggressive feminist. When I share my platform, it will be with a woman. What's wrong?
What's wrong with that? Did he really see? Oh my god. Because, dude, you were saying that Keffals is not a woman. Like, you're really?
Wrong with that?
Yeah.
I love that he only reads this one tweet. He doesn't read the tweet where he said, I have a penis, or he called me a dude and used he, him pronouns, or he said, I only debate women. He just reads the top left one because that's the easiest to justify. And then he moves on. He also deleted all of these tweets. I already checked because these are all terms of service violating tweets, and he risked losing his account over them.
So they tattle to meta pieces. By the way, meta PCs, I want to be very clear. I guarantee you meta PCs does not agree with things that I've said or my opinion on certain things. But they also are not going to let somebody, they immediately reached out to me and laughed about it. No, meta PCs is not going to drop me, which is why I shill them so hard.
Honestly, I don't even care. Whether or not his sponsors drop him isn't really my concern as much as putting the pressure on him. He knows him engaging in this kind.
The best thing you could do is put the information out there and let people shoot themselves in the foot with that.
I'm learning this.
Yeah, I've learned that because now going after meta PCs is something that he could use as a shield. He's already done it, so and it does in the future for you. Other sponsors will be like, God, man, I don't want to be in her bad. So he's even done it. He's called. Remember, he called that Dollar Shave Club and cried to them, and he had to put out a statement covering his ass because they probably threatened to sue him. Oh my God! But anyway, yeah. So that's the thing. Let them shoot themselves in the foot. Ricky is coming on. We have another fucking minute to go. I'm letting the man can stay on all day with me if he wants to.
Kind of behavior puts him at risk. These people,
I'm not
Ricky
the quartering.
and
You can
Jeremy,
come on.
only care
already
about
friended
their
him.
wallets. He goes from this, and then he spends like the next 3-4 minutes of the video just like plugging coffee. Like, not even joking, just like
Good
coffee
Cosmic
plug. The
Productions.
rest of the video is just all fucking coffee plug. So, in conclusion,
Of course
I hope
it is.
that everyone who came here today to see has come away with the knowledge. Ricky Berwick and Jeremy Hambley have been using their platform to financially support a neo-Nazi and indirectly bringing their audiences towards, like, Holocaust denial memes, towards anti-Semitism, homophobia, racism, great replacement theory shit. This is what they're doing. And unless someone says something about it, nothing is going to happen. So I'm glad that I did.
Okay.
And that's the video. That's it.
All right.
Glad we got through it all, because now people understand my position on it.
Yes, and now we can have Ricky on. I'll
Okay.
Use the
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Yes. All right, Ricky, where the hell are you? Can I add a person here? I'm too much of a boomer. Is this how I add a person? You've popped up another window. I know. Ah, yes, here we go. Alright, here it should be coming, Ricky. Ricky, you son of a bitch. I gotta use the bathroom real quick so you talk to Keffals. I'll be right back.
Ricky?
Can't. What's going on?
Not much. We were just going over the video.
Hell yeah.
You watch any good movies lately?
I've been gaming actually. Nintendo Switch, Monster Hunter.
Oh,
bit of
nice.
Smash Bros. Just every night with my friends.
I've been trying to get through Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the Wild. I can't. I don't have the mind to get through those games, dude. Like,
Oh yeah,
Super
it's the
great.
puzzles are annoying.
oh, they're super annoying. Oh my, what is going on? What is... Okay, there we go. So what do you mostly play?
Right now I've basically just been playing Breath of the Wild.
Just Breath of the Wild. Nice.
Yeah, that's it.
Nice.
I don't know what to play next.
I recommend maybe Monster Hunter. I mean,
I guess
that's
I'll give it a shot.
yeah, it's pretty good. DLC just came out, so it's been grinding that.
I
How
feel
long
like
does
it.
this man pee?
I have no idea.
Come on, Rich. You're worse than the quartering. What are you doing? Peeing in your basement? Is he in a basement? Probably.
No clue. Oh yeah, is Cuphead any good? People keep telling me to play Cuphead. I know nothing about it.
I tried beating it. I got like halfway and I just gave up. I beat Super Meat Boy though. It's more of a hard game. Finally!
My apologies.
Okay.
Rick, excuse me, I had to take a dump. My apologies.
Jesus.
here.
You said it was a piss.
It turned into a surprise dump, so here I am. I took a dump.
God.
I'm here for you.
Jesus, man.
So, talk to me, Ricky.
Mhm.
Talk to Keffals. Let's have a
Yeah.
discussion here. I got my seltzer, and I will.
How long have you known me, Rich, on Twitter? Like, have you interacted, saw my tweets and stuff?
Very long time.
Very long time.
And yet,
I interact with everyone.
Yes, you do.
Everyone. Chill with everyone. I wouldn't say friends. Chill.
Yes.
Mhm.
Some people I made friends with, but not all. Like StoneToss, we are not friends. We are acquaintances. I was quickly introduced to him, quickly pulled into this. Alright? I did it for the meme, and hopefully to fund my other friend. But basically, we got no money at it at the end of the day. It's just all a fucking joke to us. I don't know StoneToss personally, what his intentions are, but to me and my friend, just all a stupid fucking meme that, I don't know, we should have thought about more, but hey.
That's where I think people are holding your feet to the flame, and this is literally on a smaller level the same exact situation I've been in, Ricky. And yeah, it was on me too. Is that when people went after a sponsor that I had, they were like, "Well, it's on you, Rich. You should have done more research." And I think that's the thing that people are getting at with this.
The thing with me is I slide into a situation. I don't think I just do, you know?
But you can't, though.
But
You can't. That's especially with something like this, you can't. You know, with the backstory with him. Again, I'm not, dude, I get it. I've made the mistake before too, but that's what people I think have the problem with, is that this guy, it wasn't just a one-off with this dude too, you know? Everyone's saying, I'm the most talkative person here. Everyone thought I was
I'm pretty quiet because I've said literally all I had to say about the situation, and I don't want you to get canceled, Ricky. I just want you to be more careful.
No, I don't.
With what you do online.
And
careful, yeah. I gotta be more careful in real life too. Like, I slammed my head against the closet and almost got a concussion once, so.
Yeah.
It's, you know.
Like, you have like a lot of impressionable kids in your audience, and they see you be friendly with StoneToss, and they'll be like, maybe StoneToss is cool too, and then all of a sudden they're reading like Holocaust denial comics.
You know, comedy is subjective. I still think he does it for shock value. Like, it may not. It's not my humor, obviously.
What's the
not
joke
my
though?
What's up?
What's the joke? Why is the punchline the Holocaust isn't real?
I don't know his punchlines. I don't know. I don't know why he does what he does. Nobody knows what I do. Not everybody knows why I say the R word and stuff. But hey,
Okay, that's totally cool. I don't
Yeah.
hold that shit again. I saw
Right.
people trying to hold your feet to the fire over that. It's like, no, you have a right to say that. It's fine.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Mhm.
It's when it gets into like this
Like-
guy who's had this really long history of pushing so much heinous shit, and people are just palling around with him and being like, okay, you know what? I think this is okay, and I think it's okay if my audience mingles with him, because then they're just signaling he's okay, and it's okay for him to be in these spaces.
When I was in call with StoneToss, he was friendly to me and my friend. We didn't. Maybe I should have asked him like personal questions, like, "What do you really think? What are your actual views?" But I didn't. And will I in the future? I don't know. Maybe I might get in a call with him. Maybe ask him, like, "Dude, is this for shock value? What are you doing here? Like, seriously, what are you doing here?" But
This is
I
what
don't care, dude. I
I've-
just want to just do my own thing. I wanna meme. I wanna troll. I wanna do shit, dude.
This is what I've like.
Yeah.
Even now, when I get sponsors brought up to me, I always
Uh-huh.
have to look into them and do like, even if it's like 10 minutes worth of legwork, because if you don't, this is what makes you end up being in situations like this. And you know, there's things that I've done from 10 years ago that are still like a scarlet letter on me. You know.
Oh
so,
yeah.
You know, I think so. My thing is, do I think it's a good look? No, but do I believe that Ricky was just like, all right, this is something funny, I'll do it. But at the same time, Ricky, like when the Quartering had up those nasty tweets that were purposely like misgendering,
I was
Keffals.
to tell you the truth, I wasn't reading like the other shit that was happening. That's the truth. I just saw meta PCs and was like, oh, time to
Oh,
kick in the
man.
gear, you know?
yeah, but those are, you screenshotted 4 tweets though, or you just saw what?
Which
what the
ones?
You
Quartering-
didn't. Why would you get involved if you didn't understand the situation?
I don't know, man. I'm the R word. I don't know if I can say the R word in Twitch. Is this Twitch or YouTube?
This is YouTube.
YouTube, exactly. I'm retarded.
Well, here is. I'm going to kind of be the middle of the road here.
I'm not saying that because I'm critical. I'm just saying that I'm stupid. I'm just stupid.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'm retarded too. Is I can believe that Ricky was just affiliated with someone. It's like, all right, cool, with something we could do together. Is this person seem like they're a really bad guy with the, like, that's, those comics are not, they're not fucking funny. You know, I guess everyone's going to say, oh, comedy's subjective. I get that.
It's so weird because like they say that, but then it's like I showed 3 different comics where he's denying the Holocaust.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the comedy? Where's the punchline in this? He's like denying one of the biggest genocides in the last 100 years.
You know, it's fun. I think I actually remember this happening to PewDiePie too, where there was someone where he did like shout outs of other YouTubers. And one of the other YouTubers ended up being like literally a Nazi supporter, and he didn't know that. And he was like, "Oh fuck, I had no." He's like, "Yeah, I got to delete that video now." And like there was a whole bunch of articles written. Like it's so. The thing is, I've seen it happen, but you know, as a person who's been there too, you got to be more careful. Like I said, I get sponsors brought to me, and I always look into them now because I went through this shit a while ago. I've been there. But
When I first started, guess what I did? Guess what the first thing that I did?
what is it? You took a shit?
I trolled the shit out of fucking Keemstar, dude. Non-stop, every fucking day.
That is
Every
true.
single day. I didn't know it was fast. I knew that these people hated him, and I just fucking trolled him. And you know, at the end of the day, we became okay with each other.
Yeah, he Keemstar. No, he still dislikes me, but no, that's actually. And you want to know the reason I blocked you back in the day, because I saw you in replies everywhere, and at the time I'm like, I didn't know what the fuck you were about. I'm like, what is wrong with this dude? Why is he replying to everything? That is why I blocked you. It is not, which was a bitch move.
I thought it because of the ass cookie, dude. To be honest.
No.
I don't know enough about Keemstar to really weigh in.
Yeah,
He's
yeah. Me and Keemstar have a history. We have a history.
Yeah, I don't know that. I don't know that history. You gotta tell me sometime.
Yes, I will tell you sometime. So I'll leave it at this, Ricky. Thank you for coming on.
No problem.
And do you two have anything else to say?
Keffals, no hate towards you, dude. I mean, no,
Look, I mean, like,
I didn't mean. I call everyone dude, even my girlfriends. All right?
I actually don't care if people call me dude.
Okay.
That is actually fine.
Okay.
It's good that you're like careful. A lot of trans people are really sensitive about dude. I don't personally care, but yeah, I want to I don't think you're a Nazi.
Okay.
I just literally, I'm
not.
You gotta be careful.
I'm not a Nazi supporter either. I'm not. I'm careless.
Yeah.
I mean, we've all done some stupid shit.
Exactly, dude. Exactly.
And I call women dude all the time. It's not that I'm.
Yeah.
It's just I call everyone dude. So that's
exactly. I even call my cat dude.
So, all right, man. Thank you for coming on.
All right, call me anytime.
It
right?
is. I'm here for you, Ricky. If you want to see a picture of my ass, let me know.
All right, I love you, baby.
All right. See you later.
All right, see you later. Oh yeah.
Did we lose Oh, you're still here. Okay, cool.
I'm still here.
Yeah, you know what? I do genuinely think that, though. I think that it was just like, all right, cool. And I've done that before, too. Like, I could give a perfect example when I was a real fucking dumbass, which I'm still partially one. There were these, for some of you OGs here know, I was getting the shit trolled out of me, like, more than ever, and I was feeding the trolls. And these two fucking weirdos, this guy named Dr. Mike, were like, hey, pretend we're a sponsor of yours. And we're going to sponsor you, and we're going to, our sponsorship is not only like we're helping you fight trolls. And I put up a video saying, here's my new sponsors. I come to find out, because I didn't look into these guys, that they're like, they had like criminal records. One of them was like, the guy who was the doctor, the psychiatrist or whatever, was just a quack. He didn't do anything illegal, but he was a piece of shit too. And all of a sudden, everyone was saying, now I was affiliated with criminals, I was this, and I still deal with shit with that to this day. That is exactly what I think happened with Ricky. It wasn't that he went into this going like, yeah, he's a Holocaust denier, let's go. Like, I think he went into it, was like, all right, cool, he knows someone I know, boom, let's do it, and now he's getting bitten in the ass like I did. That's what I think happened. I mean, that's my take anyway.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't think he's malicious. I do think he just, like, doesn't think about things that he's doing sometimes. I'm also, like, I'm trying to be more calm about these things. A lot of people think that I'm just, like, I'm constantly fucking angry and I'm trying to deplatform and cancel people all the time. And it's, like, literally, I just want some people to do better. And it's, like, with Jeremy, I don't think he wouldn't even have a conversation with me. I literally just wanted to explain to him, you can't call people groomers. You were literally calling every trans person who supports a trans person transitioning under the age of 18 a pedophile when you start calling them groomers.
Yeah, I don't understand why he thinks that he could. He is the first person to cry if you put out anything about him, even if it's the truth. And then he could say something like, you're a groomer, and that's fine. Or put out lies about me, and that's fine. And that's why everyone's like, you two need to just, like, I'll never be friends with him. He's a terrible person that doesn't care. He just wants to profit, even if it hurts other people. It's that simple, Like, yeah, I like making money, too. You stream for 8 hours a day. I don't know how the hell you do that. You like making money, too. I was like, she's like,
of course.
She was like, oh, I stream from 6 p.m. to 2 a.m. And I'm like, how the fuck how are your eyes even open by the end of that?
God, it's exhausting sometimes.
Once I start to feel that tired, I know I'm going to get boring. And I'm just like, yo, guys, it's like, whether it's 2 hours or 4 or whatever, that's like the most I'll do. And then I tap out. So, but anyway, thank you so much for coming on.
Oh, no worries. Thank you for this.
Yeah, thank you, Ricky, too. Like I said, that
was really nice. Like, I didn't expect that to be so calm. I'm glad that we could talk about it.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's why I think I hate calling whenever someone comes on or whatever a debate, because it's not that you're looking to be at someone's throat, even if you want to have a conversation.
Oh, no, absolutely. Like, I think having a discussion is really good. I don't think everything has to be a debate. I don't think every discussion on a stream has to involve shouting and, like, calling each other names.
Yeah, like the Keem debate I had with Keemstar back in like 2015, 2016. You want some entertainment, you should go check that out. So
Oh shit, I'm gonna watch that tonight on stream.
don't
That
watch it.
sounds fun.
Yes, it will be a fun time. Keemstar gets very angry and has a tantrum, and it was a good time. All right, Keffals, thank you so much for coming.
Yeah.
on. I appreciate
No
it.
worries. Thank you so
And
much.
guys, I'll be back later. Ricky, you're a fucking legend. Thank you for coming on. And from a person who made the same mistake, now you learned. Have a good night, guys, or have a good afternoon, whatever the hell time it is. Yeah, and if look, I ended the stream.